And so, Annalie, just on the result on the weekend against Adelaide, where do you think the game sort of got away from you in that one?
Honestly, I was a little bit frustrated. I think we didn't really show it from the start. They're obviously a very good side, but I think in terms of Jules, kind of that fight and that defensive display, I think just wasn't good enough. And then if you don't kind of get into the game and own the right to play, then you can't even get on the ball and play football. So I think we came out flat, and that caused problems. And although Fergie, kind of stole us a goal, we never really created enough chances to win the game.
So what response would you like to see this weekend?
For me, a reaction. I think, there's that desire there to want to make, and it's so close and it's kind of still in our control. So for me, I want a reaction from the players. I want us to step up. I want to see that hunger, that fight. And we talk about Porridle Park being our kind of fortress, and I think we let that slip in the weekend. So I want to see that come back.
Because does it feel like the top six is getting away from you? Like, I know you're right there, but it feels like it's been right there for a month or so now.
A little bit, I think. The main thing is that we need to win, and I think if we can win every game from here on out, then we're in that top six. So we'll control what we can control, but first things one game at a time, and that's getting 3 points this weekend.
You had, I think, 44 shots last time you played Western Sydney, but they've picked up a bit of form, so you're expecting them to be a bit of a different proposition this weekend?
Yeah, I think it'll be very different. I think they're coming off a bit of form. I think 3 wins in a row, and so we've got to take them, I guess, not softly. We need to do our work, work in training this week, and come out and be prepared to kind of win those Jules battles so we can earn the right to play.
A lot of cliches around about must-win games. Does this feel like a must-win game?
I feel like it's been like that for the past league, if I'm honest. Every game's so close in the A-League, and I think, that's the beauty of the A-League, is that any team can beat anyone. So, for us, it is that do or die time, and I think there is a bit of kind of that unfinished business we speak about a lot, but I really want to make finals, and I hope my team do too. So I'm going to be driving them, and we'll be out there to get 3 points.
Does March feel pivotal in that run to finals football with 4 out of 5 games at home? Obviously you had Adelaide, but 3 of the next 4 plus a game away at Sydney? Yeah,
I think it's an advantage for us, obviously playing at home. We love playing at home, so we'll use that. I think the most important thing is that we regroup, we connect, and we go again.
Your own form, Annalie, it's been tremendous. How do you assess the way you're playing compared to the rest of your professional career?
I'm really enjoying it. I love what I do. I think I've had a fantastic team around me that's kind of supported me off the pitch to ensure that my body's good and feeling good. And I love what I do. So I'm glad I can still do it. And if I can inspire and spark the team around me and little girls to kind of want to play and do what I do, then I love what I do.
Well, you're certainly doing that. And last season, I don't want to compare necessarily, but it was around about this time that the points started to dry up a little bit. Has that been talked about at all in terms of making sure that doesn't happen this time around?
We haven't spoken about it. I think it is a very different team, so we're aware of they are new players and they weren't part of that season last season, so we try not to speak about it. I think the main thing is controlling what we can do, going out and putting good performances. We've shown that time and time again, and it's just about kind of keeping that consistency and turning up and doing that.
Did captain's armband feel good for the football fans? Was that the first time you'd captained the team? Yeah, it was. I think it was a very proud moment. Very grateful for the opportunity to do it. I've had some amazing captains that have inspired me to want to play and to be like people and humans like them, and to obviously wear the armband and represent the country and lead the country was a pretty proud moment. And obviously it's a bit of a new cycle. We've got an interim coach at the moment, but how did the tour go? Obviously it was a good result in the end. Yeah, it was an exciting tour. I think you saw a few things different about the Ferns. I think the style of football that the team kind of wanted to go out and play. I think, different shape, different formation. We talked about different language and all those things, and for me it's all around becoming a performance team, and that's kind of slipped in the past. So we want to be a team that competes, and we know it's the start of the journey, obviously a long time until the World Cup and Olympics, so it's time to breed new players, trying to grow the depth, and ensure that in 2-3 years time that we're putting in good performances that we can compete at the World Cup.
Do we see a little bit of a glimpse into the future with that goal with Macy Fraser and Maya Hahn, 2 of the younger members of the squad combining for a goal like that? Yeah, I love it. I mean, they're absolute quality. They're doing really good things in training, and they're in some, amazing clubs around the world. So I'm excited because, for a while I said when I want to hang up my shirt and put it down, I want to make sure that, the next legacy of players are coming through and can really step up, and I think you've seen that coming through in this tour. So, yeah.
I can't wait to see that next generation of players come through.
Are you at the stage of your career when you commit to another World Cup cycle? Are you committing to another World Cup cycle?
I'm not committing to another World Cup cycle. You've heard it here first. I think I'm realistic in myself, and I think if I'm still around in 3 years, I think we've done a disservice to, I guess, the pathway, the future. Players should be banging on my door and taking my shirt, and that's what we want. So I'm realistic in where I am, and my job is to make sure that next generation are ready to go. So that's the biggest thing for me at the moment, is making sure I leave the shirt in a good place, and the next group of players can take it on and keep that legacy going.
But if you keep playing the way you are, and there's nothing to suggest that you won't, surely you're going to catch the eye of the national coach. You're not going to make that decision for him or her, are you?
I mean, you never know. I think for me, I'm taking it one game at a time, and I'm obviously enjoying what I do. And if I can keep performing and putting in good performances, then yeah, I hope that he continues to pick me.